Present.
Mr. Luther?
Present.
Ms. Nelson?
Present.
Ms. Reclue?
Present.
Mr. Stone?
Present.
Mr. Washington?
Here.
Mr. West?
Here.
8 council members present.
Thank you, sir. Okay, and then we'll move on to recognition of Luann Wilcox and McKenna Bauer.
Tonight, the Fulton City Council and the Fulton Fire Department are honored to recognize 2 individuals whose courage and quick thinking made a life-saving difference during a house fire on March 31st, 2025. Luann Wilcox, the children's grandmother, remained calm and focused in the face of danger. Realizing that children were trapped inside the garage, she used her vehicle to force open the garage door, a decisive and selfless act that created just enough space for them to begin escaping. Her quick thinking under intense pressure directly contributed to their rescue. At the same time, McKenna Bauer happened upon the fire while driving by. She pulled over without hesitation, ran to help and rescued 2 children from danger. She ensured 911 was called, helped move the family away from the home, and stayed with the injured child until EMS arrived. Her calm leadership, compassion, and willingness to act made an extraordinary difference during a chaotic and terrifying moment. On behalf of the Fulton City Council, the Fulton Fire Department, and the citizens of Fulton, we offer our heartfelt thanks to Luann Wilcox and McKenna Bauer. It's our privilege to present each of you with a formal proclamation in recognition of your heroic actions.
Would you both?
Ms. Wilcox, could we get one more picture with you and the mayor also? Doris, Steve, did you want to get a picture with Ms. Wilcox also? Yeah. One more.
Now we'll move on to resolutions. Councilman Luther, would you read Resolution 3577?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Resolution 3577, certification of votes cast. A resolution certifying the votes cast in the municipal election held on April 8th, 2025. I make a motion to adopt resolution number 3577 at this council meeting.
Second.
Do we have any discussion? Very well, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And we'll move to second reading of bill number 1746, and that's the rezoning of the property at 720 State Highway O. And Councilman West, would you read that, please?
Yes, sir. Bill number 1746, rezoning 720 State Highway O. An ordinance reclassifying a tract of land located at 720 State Highway O in Fulton, Missouri from its current zoning designation R2 residential to C2 commercial under the zoning code and establishing an effective date. I move that we move on this to third reading at tonight's council meeting.
Second?
Very well. Do we have any discussion? Planning and zoning passed this as well. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Okay, Councilman, would you read that again for us, please?
Okay. Bill number 1746, rezoning 720 State Highway O. An ordinance reclassifying a tract of land located at 720 State Highway O in Fulton, Missouri from its current zoning designation R2 residential to C2 commercial under the zoning code and establishing an effective date. I move that we place bill number 1746 for third reading for final passage at this council meeting. Sorry.
Second?
Okay, very well. Does anyone have any questions at this time or concerns? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Oppose? Clerk, would you, Madam Clerk, would you read the,
Sir. Yes, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Hinchey?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Luther?
Yes.
Ms. Nelson?
Yes.
Ms. Recluse?
Yes.
Mr. Stone?
Yes.
Mr. Washington? Mr. West?
Yes.
And Mr. Combs?
Yes.
8 council members affirmative.
thank you. Now we'll have a recess of the sitting council.
Do solemnly swear. That I possess all the qualifications. Prescribed for the office of council member by law. And that I will support the Constitution of the United States. The Constitution of the State of Missouri. The provisions of all laws of this state. Affecting charter cities. and the ordinances of the City of Fulton, Missouri, and that I will faithfully conduct myself in the office to which I was elected. So help me God. Thank you. Congratulations.
Closer.
All right. Thank all of you. Do roll call again or no? Okay, I'll call us back into session. Madam Clerk, would you do a roll call, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Combs?
Present.
Mr. Hanson?
Here.
That was my fault. I didn't talk with her about that. Mr. Hinchey?
Present.
Mr. Luther?
Present.
Ms. Nelson?
Present.
Ms. Reclue?
Present.
Mr. Washington? And Mr. West.
Here.
8 council members affirmative.
Okay, very well. Do we have any comments from visitors? Do we have anyone who wants to address the council? The council will not respond, and you need to come to the podium and give us your name and address, and you'll have 3 minutes. Seeing no one, we'll move on to adopt the council rules of order. Does anyone, Kathy, you want to give us just a brief summary of what you've given in the packet?
So the only change that was really made was to address, when on the rare occasion that the municipal election falls on the same date as a regularly scheduled council meeting, my office proposes that the council meeting for that month be moved to the 3rd and 5th Tuesday to allow for the election process and certification recess. So other than that, I think that there were.
I can't remember that ever happening before.
The last I could find was 2008.
Was it? Okay.
I don't think it'd be that long before it happened again, but, and we didn't really know what to do, so that was.
Okay.
record was.
Very well. Does anyone have any questions? Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion to adopt the council rules and orders and procedures.
Second?
Very well. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Very well. We'll move on to the election of the deputy mayor.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we elect Bill Hinchey as deputy mayor.
Second.
Very good. Do we have any comments about that? Only having one, do we need, he can stay in the room, I guess. Okay, all in favor of Councilman Hinchey being the deputy mayor, please say yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Very well. Now we'll have the approval of the consent agenda. On that is the YMCA spring chicken, Wyatt's Wings, FHS Senior Car Parade and the Fulton Street Fair. And these are all things that we've done before. Does anyone have comments or questions on that?
I make a motion, we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Very well, thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. Okay, we have some new business, and that's the reappointment of Brittany Duke as our prosecutor. She couldn't be here tonight, but we'll vote tonight, and then if she's successful, then she'll be sworn in probably tomorrow or next day. Do I have a motion to reappoint her?
I make a motion to reappoint Counselor Brittany Duke as the city prosecuting attorney.
Second.
All right, any questions? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Oh,
I did have, I'm sorry. I just, this is something that probably could be told to me, but I'd just like to know what her performance in the past, how it came today. We haven't heard anything about her other than she.
That's probably a good thing.
It's nice to know that.
No, she's been doing a really good job for us,
Yes.
and the police work with her. She works with the police very well, and so, in fact, Dal, you want to say anything about the prosecutor?
yeah.
The reason why I was asking, I know in the past, we had some.
Yes, no, she's not that way.
We had problems with,
Oh, yeah.
prosecuting attorney following through, and I
Yeah.
just want to,
Certainly.
thank you.
Sure.
Major can comment on her.
Dal Hedges, Deputy Chief. Brittany's been doing a really good job. She's really easy, really to get along with, really approachable, and is really doing a good job, in my opinion, as far as prosecuting any city ordinance cases that we're sending to her. So,
Thank you.
No problem.
Just an update, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. All right, anything else? Any other questions? All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Oh, we'll move on to council concerns. Councilman Henchy?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I attended the Celia event at REA that was provided by the Callaway County Public Library tonight, and it told an amazing story about Celia. I've been following that all along, and Pamela Westbanks Hodges and a number of people came there to talk about Celia. Also, I would like to commend the staff for picking up spring cleaning. I saw excellent professional care of the city and excellent teamwork. And I would also like to thank all the residents for participating in this great effort we provide for our city residents twice a year. By participating in this biannual service, you help keep our city clean and tidy, and it makes the rest of the trash pickups less complicated. So thank you for your support. And then finally, I'd like to, from observing the people driving around and picking up the items on the curbside, I observed many very considerate people who respected neighborhoods, carefully removed items, and kept the streets presentable and safe. These people are very valuable because not only are they helping the environment by recycling items for a second time, but they are also assisting the city of Fulton to minimize sending things to the landfill. So I also want to thank these people for their diligence and hard work. The Public Safety Commission will be on Thursday, the 24th, 2025 at 17:30, 5:30 p.m. If anyone has any safety concerns, please contact your council person so that they can get it on the agenda. And I have no concerns.
Very good, thank you. Councilman West?
Thank you. Okay, first of all, the Human Rights Commission attempted to meet this evening. Were unable to because of lack of quorum. I did not attend that meeting, but I asked our city clerk who was there about it. And also, we had the housing, what's it called, Kathy? The fair housing, thank you. Poster contest, and we had zero entrants, unfortunately. In fact, in spite of the efforts that were put forth by the committee, they're looking to plan the Juneteenth celebrations coming up, and they're also working on the Jane Peterman Fike Award. So far, we have no nominations for that. Anything else, Ms. Ratley? Okay. And from council concerns, I don't have any concerns, but I would like to thank Mr. Stone for his 8 years of service, and I know he's pursuing his doctorate at this point in time, so he'll be Dr. Stone before we know it. And welcome Mrs. Hanson to the council. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Councilwoman Reclus?
Yes, I want to say, I belong to the Public Safety Commission. We will be meeting on the 24th. I'd like to, Mr. Henchy here, thank you everyone for cleaning up our town and making it look nice. This is an event that's happened for many, many years, and it's very successful. And I just want to thank everyone for helping us keep this going for this time, and welcome. And that's all I have tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Hanson?
I'm just happy to be here.
Okay. Councilman Luther?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Again, I'd like to welcome Mrs. Hanson, and Jeff, we'll miss you, but maybe we'll see you back in the future after you be a doctor. So, but with that, again, appreciation for the spring cleanup. With that, though, I know we've had conversations in the past of what we can do for curb appeal. Things like the roundabout, sit bear. There's other strategic locations in the city that we could probably have opportunities to do things with. Really just to show an invitingness or more appeal to the city. So probably just, I guess, the challenge to us is working with other, whether it's the garden clubs or other entities to see what we can do to, after spring cleanup, maybe start planting some flowers, do some things to really brighten up the town, continue on with those efforts. Also at the crosswalks, the flashing crosswalks are awesome. There's still a learning curve for people in town. My wife and son almost got hit. They locked up the tires and slid to a stop before hitting them, thankfully. But I'm not sure if there's something we need to do, more patrolling, more education about these crosswalks. But we are helping, but there's still risk. And I guess for those in the public, when you hit that and the lights start flashing, that's not an end-all, be-all. You still got to watch out for the drivers, watch their eyes, because even though you have flashing lights, they still may not stop. So please be watchful for that. So that's all you.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Combs?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, the Planning and Zoning Commission has not met since the previous one where the rezoning came for, through finalized tonight. Outside of that, I would just kind of echo what everybody else has kind of said. Just welcome Ms. Hanson to it, to the council, and Jeff, we're going to miss you. I've learned a lot the last 4 years alongside you, and that's all I really have.
Thank you. Councilman Washington?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And like everyone said, we welcome our new person, and Jeff, and I always said that we have learned about this. I have to turn on my mic, those that are watching. I had someone reach out to me. They were concerned about in the dog park area. There were a lot of cars parking in areas that they shouldn't have. And one of the persons that live in that area is concerned about the traffic and the speed that people are driving through and want some attention in that area. So I talked to Councilman Nelson about us going there and seeing what's going on. So we'll get back, with you guys and let you guys know what's going on. Parks and Rec, I'm not sure when the next meeting is, this coming Thursday, okay. We'll get a report back to you guys later on. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Nelson?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I also would like to welcome you, Ms. Hanson, to the council. We appreciate your service. Congratulations. The cleanup was great. I know that I had family members that participated, and it's an event that they look forward to every year, and they always participate. So I do echo that as well, that it was always successful, and it's always nice to see people getting out in the community and just helping and doing. And it was a beautiful weekend to do it. So we were really fortunate in that. Also with that, it is spring cleanup week. So do remember to be mindful of everybody picking up trash. You know, I know that there's a lot more on the curbs, and our people are great, and they're always watching for everyone. But do also be mindful of them, because they are working really hard, and they're working extra to try to make this possible for everybody in our community. So I really appreciate them. The utility board has not met since the last council meeting. We do have a meeting coming up Monday, the 25th. Is that correct? Okay, at 1 o'clock. I just had to confirm that. I do have one concern. Do we have a list? When do we release the list for like our chip and seal and our overlay projects?
So that's currently under evaluation right now, and the council will be receiving that in the next probably month, I would say.
Perfect. I had somebody asking what streets were on the list, so I'm glad for that update.
Yep.
And I will make sure that they know. And I have no other concerns tonight.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to resolutions. Councilwoman Reclus, would you read that for us, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Okay. Resolution number 3578, in appreciation of Jeffrey Stone, resolution of recognition and appreciation to Jeffrey Stone for his 8-year service as a city councilman. I make a motion to accept resolution 3578.
Second.
Second. Okay, we got it.
No, that was a third.
Okay, we got second, thirds, and fourths.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit more on that before we actually vote. So the text of the resolution also says, whereas Jeffrey Stone has sincerely and conscientiously served the city of Fulton, Missouri as city councilman of the 2nd Ward from April 4th, 2017 to April 15th, 2025. And whereas Jeff has conducted himself in the office of councilman with the considerable thought for the desires and well-being of his constituents throughout a combined 8 years of service. And whereas Jeff's service to the city of Fulton is appreciated and deserves to be recognized. And now, therefore, be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Fulton, Missouri as follows. Section 1, that the mayor and city council of the City of Fulton, Missouri, on behalf of the citizens of our city, desire to convey an expression of our sincere gratitude and appreciation for your faithful and valuable service rendered to this community. And Section 2, that the clerk of the City of Fulton, Missouri shall enter this resolution on the journal of the council and shall deliver a duly certified copy thereof to the said Jeffrey Stone. Let's take a vote really quick.
Yeah, we'd already have the motion and the second, third, fourth. All in favor of this resolution, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Jeff, I want to thank you for your service to the city. We're going to miss you. We've had a lot of challenges through the 8 years that you've been here, and we've worked through all of those, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Anything you want to say?
Sure, just a little bit. You know me, I can't turned down an opportunity. 8 years. And in the last 8 years, there's been 3 department or director of administrations, 3 different mayors, multiple council coming and going. And I started thinking about all the things that have happened in the last 8 years. The biggest one was COVID. I want to absolutely, I take every opportunity to recognize the leadership of Mayor Cannell through COVID. This town did a whole lot, and we went through a whole lot as a council and as an administration, and he just did an excellent job. He hadn't been in the seat months before all that happened. So just thank you very much. I've made sure that, you know, my votes were about the kids and about the community and about all the different things that we can do. We have, you know, one of the big things is Field of Joy. Field of Joy started like the year that I came on the council and has just watched that flourish. We kept the recycling program going here in town. The pollinators. Don't forget about my pollinators, Courtney. Safe and Affordable Housing Task Force. That has grown into such a huge community movement that Councilwoman Hanson's on as well, and just a whole lot of things going on with that. We've had new housing developments, the viability of Tanglewood. We have really been able to bring that and given that a name across the state, and just so much. So going out, strategic plan. We didn't get that done in the 8 years. Planning and zoning, strategic plan, compensation plan, and then historic preservation. I served on historic preservation prior to coming on the council. I've been the liaison, and there just continues to be so much opportunity and so much growth there, and so many things that we can do for our town to, one, grow and be and develop, but also keep that little hint of who we've been and who we are. So the one thing that I have always enjoyed is that this council and this administration, we can discuss, we can debate, we can disagree, we can almost argue. We rarely argue, but at the end of the day, the vote is taken, the respect is there, we walk away shaking hands, we walk away smiling, and we walk away knowing that we're doing what we feel is best for this community. And there has never been a single council meeting that I have left where someone has left, you know, angry, disrespected, any of that. So keep up that good work. And that's what I have to say. I'm going to miss you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm really going to miss my partner. Thank you all very much.
Okay, again, thank you, Jeff. You've been an asset for 8 years, and I'm sure we're going to miss you. All right, announcements. You want to read those?
Absolutely. Spring Cleanup Week is now taking place this week along regular pickup routes. Contact the Solid Waste Department with questions at 573-592-3176. I'm going to take a quick moment to just say thank you to our team who are working really diligently to make sure that that process is nice and smooth. But of course, if there are issues, please feel free to reach out. And the next City Council meeting will be held Tuesday, April 29th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m.
Add something
Thank you.
into that on the spring cleaning. If you have any questions about what you can put on the curb and what you can't put on the curb, it's lined out very nicely on our website.
Okay, we don't have a need for an executive session tonight, so I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.